Hey friends, so we are here digging a hole in the front yard to expose the septic. I applied to the county to turn this shed into an ADU, an additional dwelling unit, for what is she doing right now? She's trying to get up on the roof. Look at her. I've never seen her do that. So we're going to turn it into an additional dwelling unit, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Because we are on a septic, we have to, I put in all the applications for the county to approve it, and they want us to expose the outlet, the inlet to the tank, which is actually brand new from 2018. Not sure why we have to do this because it's all on record, but what's not on record is our drain field. So we have to also expose the end of those lines, which I don't know where they are because there's no record of them. And then we have to dig 3 test holes. During our digging, what did you find?
Well, mostly Mom found it. Let me hold it a different way.
It's kind of some kind of bone, huh?
Probably.
Does it look like a, it looks like a horn. Maybe it's from one of the goats. Not our goats. It was buried pretty far down. They just keep staring at us, looking, wondering what we're doing. So I found the outlet, and about 6 inches below that is the pipe that I have to uncover and find the box. I am in about, what is that, 2-3 feet hole that I've
say about 2.
been digging.
2.
And there's our pile. That's the tank riser. So it's actually, standing from here to over there, it's actually a pretty big tank. And thankfully, I have all of the records from when they installed this so that I could reference it. I know what you're thinking, like, why don't we have an excavator? So I called around to some of the companies, and it was upwards $700 to $1,000 to have someone come out and help us do this. And the problem with that is, one, I'm trying to keep my costs as low as possible, and I don't know where the drain field is. Like I said, the county doesn't have any record of it, and what we have on a sketch is just an estimate, a guess, from the last contractor who installed this tank. So until we find it, I don't really want to pay someone that much money to come dig around in my field when I have no idea where to direct them. So what I'm going to do is, we expose the outlet. I'm going to follow the line out to where the drain field should tee off and see if we can find and go about 65 to 70 feet in either direction to see if we can find the end of the lines. And that's the only thing that the county needs to see, is the end of the lines, to make sure that it's adequate and see that they're long enough. And again, I'm crossing my fingers that we even have a drain field, because this home is a 1963, and the septic when we bought the house failed. It was an old metal tank, and when they removed it, they actually found a big crack along the bottom. When I called the contractor who installed this 2 years ago, I just called him a couple days ago, and he said that they actually can't verify if there's a drain field. What they did is, on the sketch, they just put a guess of where they think it would be if it's there. But they put in the tank, connected it to a pipe that ran out to the field, and we don't know if it's 10 feet out or all the way out. We never found it when we put in the greenhouse. But again, this is already close to 3 feet, so it's going to be pretty far down there, if there is one. Okay, up until now, the digging by shovel hasn't been that bad. It's been, really? Can I help you? It has been pretty easy on the soil because the excavator had already done it 2 years ago when they installed the septic. But now that I'm getting to the part where the excavator didn't, so I found the pipe, 4-inch line going out there somewhere, and I was hoping to be able to find it right there by that blue bucket to where it tees off. And this is the part where I didn't mind doing this all by hand shovel until now, because this soil is so hard that I'm gonna need a pickaxe. So this might be the end of my road until I can get the excavator. Okay, so one of the reasons the soil is so compacted here in this particular spot is because the previous owners actually used to have a driveway through here, and they would pull their horse trailer up through, just like I have my trailer here, but I back my trailer in. I do not pull through here anymore, and because one of the concerning parts is that if the drain field is here, why? Like, you haven't said anything the whole time until I started talking. She wants to be a part of this. Is that you're not supposed to be driving over a drain field because of that exact reason. It compacts the soil so much that that it can cause damage to the drain field, and we really shouldn't have the animals over it either. They had horses out in this field prior. I figure at this point my goats, the few goats that I have, they're not going to do any more damage than what the horses have already done, and them driving over that line. So hopefully when I find it in good condition. It's pretty deep. At this point I'm standing chest high just about in this hole, so I've got to make it at least another 7 to 10 feet, and hopefully that line tees off and we'll know where to go from there. I spent 2 days digging so far. Found the inlet and the outlet. Now I've got my mom out here helping because I'm too sore. We found a connection. So hopefully that's where it tees off to the drain field and we don't have to restructure my entire fence. But the problem is, wherever that is, goes straight over.
Anybody got a pick?
To the chicken coop.
Anybody got a pick?
Yeah, we definitely need some better tools, like an excavator would be nice. We did find one pipe right there that came in from somewhere else. We're not really sure. It was already cut off. I'm assuming from when they put in the tank, they cut it off, and we cut it off a little bit farther. So, teamwork to make a dream work. We dug a test hole to see if we could find the line. My hole's over there, and we decided to dig out past the fence to see if we could see if the line extends out here. We haven't been able to find anything, so now we need to bury the hole, and in order to get the excavator to my original hole so that we can dig it out and see where it is. This is becoming way more of a pain than I thought it would be. And then I was doing research this morning when I realized that we could get a radar location, and the septic company failed to tell me that. They told me, no, hire an excavation company to come find it. But we rented an excavator to try and find it ourselves.
The ground slopes down.
Found the pipe.
Right down there. See? Right where
Yep.
the shovel is.
So we were just shy of it right there. It's almost in direct line with that post.
Whoa, what's this red thing?
And
Whoa.
doing pretty good. Making progress.
We are.
There's the old pipe. We accidentally hit it. It's super black, calcified. And then here, you can see it switches and looks like a brand new pipe. Following it, Found it there, right here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's brand new, but
Well, it's a lot newer than the other one. Okay, so things escalated quickly. We found that the drain field went all the way out to the back of the field, and it was actually a homemade line from somebody, I don't know how many years ago, but it was only about 75 feet of drain field, which was not sufficient. The county didn't approve it. We submitted our plans and got the permits issued, so now we have my buddy over here helping us. We're gonna backfill everything and dig out the new trenches for the new drain field. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of work. We're finding a ton of garbage. I'll show you some pictures of that. So a little bit more work than we anticipated, and I guess the guys get to have fun playing on the heavy equipment. My goats are stressed out. They are not happy at all.
$5 if you want to use my picture.
It's going on my YouTube channel. Per view. Go ahead and catch that.
Go around to the other side of the bucket. Behind the bucket.
I'm not gonna catch this. Just drop it. It's too heavy.
Just look out.
So what are you guys trying to figure out? Oh, what happened?
Bad.
Oh boy. So the plan that we had didn't work out. Apparently there is too much slope from one end of the property to the other that we would have to have brought in almost 14-15 inches of fill, and so we redid the plan. We are working on another trench, cleaning it up, and in the process we have found a landfill. No joke. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Here's the beginning of the pile. We have huge pieces of aluminum, batteries, car parts, wheels. Then there was a bunch of bricks. Found a fire extinguisher, some shoes. Let's see. Cast iron skillet. And you can see it. It's everywhere. Lining. There's just trash. Is that another wheel? Pretty sure that's our tape measure. We got over there. More trash. It just, look at that. we got the final approval from the county and they gave us a go-ahead to backfill. So we stopped by Prineville Rentals to get the skid steer, and my job is to try and pick out the garbage before it gets dumped back into the ground, because I just can't even believe how much garbage there is. Unfortunately, we did get like a whole week of rain, so most of this is just really, really heavy mud. We don't have a track skid steer either. We have tires, and it is spinning tires. We've got a lot of clay in our soil, so it is sticky and just coated those tires. That's what we ended up with. 3 75-foot lines and 20 feet at the top with a clean out. All right, I better get back to work. So here's kind of the final result of what we found while digging up trenches for our leach lines in our drain field. It was essentially years and years of trash that people had buried. A lot of it we couldn't even uncover because we had to leave 8 to 9 feet of undisturbed dirt between the trenches, so we had to leave some of it because a lot of those wires and hoses would cross through. And then all of this scrap metal, that blue tub is just full of garbage and plastic. And then here's some weird household stuff. Some car parts, fire extinguisher, that wood in the background, that's part of the trash. And of course, for the last year and a half before digging this up, we were already pulling garbage from when we turned the dirt to build the greenhouse. We also found a ton of bricks. I'm gonna try and figure out how to reuse, but we shall see.